If you're in business and in professional services firms, you know you need to do marketing and business development. And sometimes the barriers to that can be knowledge, and sometimes the barriers to that can just be the cost of it. And at the moment, money's tight. It's something that we're experiencing here, that I'm seeing with all my clients that I coach and I work with. They don't want to spend unnecessary money. Even if they do have good budget, sometimes they want to rationalise it and make sure they're spending more wisely. And for those that are just starting out a little bit smaller, then every penny counts. So I'm going to run through some of the 9 most efficient and cost-effective ways to do business development and in marketing, low cost, but still get great returns on the time you put in. So let's crack on. The first one is to know and focus on your key digital marketing channels. Yes, you should have a website. Not all businesses need them. But are you going to use Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube? What are you going to do? How's it working? And then put the basics in place. For most of the people I work with in that B2B space, you do need a good LinkedIn profile. When was the last time you looked at it? Have you updated it? Make sure it works for you. Follow the right guidelines. If you have a website, make sure you've got the basics of SEO in place. Make sure you've got a Google My Business account. Make sure you're on all the right listings. All the basics so that you can be found. It's no good having a wonderful, beautiful, pretty website if no one knows you exist. So review, do an audit of your digital marketing channels, make sure you're on the right ones, and make sure all the basics are in place. Next thing is get organised. Get a marketing schedule. Doesn't have to be war and peace, just needs to be simple. If you've got 20 bits of content you've already written and they can be reused, when are you going to post them? Create a posting schedule. Work with the scheduling tools available. So if you're on LinkedIn, you can use LinkedIn's automatic one. You can on Facebook. But if you want to post to multiple channels, then it pays to get your own kind of scheduling tool. I use Zoho because we're on Zoho, but you can use other ones like Hootsuite, and there's a list in the descriptions below. Find the one that works for you and use it. The more you schedule stuff, the more regular you are, the better it is. If you know when that stuff's coming out, it's really, really powerful. So get a marketing schedule, stick to it. One tip that I'll give alongside this is there's some really simple gains to be made by knowing when major events are happening. So when it's National Coffee Day, you might want to do something around that. Whatever it might be, something that's relevant that you can post to, that will help bring attraction and attention to your business in a meaningful way. Have those dates lined up, things that you want to recognise. It really pays to have a schedule. The third one is the content itself. Don't be scared to hide behind the IP excuse. You need to give content that's valuable to people, that provides them with some information. Just enough education so they can understand the issues and they can understand how they might be able to deal with them. Yes, you're in a business of selling knowledge, but you can give people enough help. Some people will self-do, but the majority will see this is quite hard, I need some help with this. This person's providing me some good advice, they seem to know what they're talking about, they've demonstrated it, they've shown it, they've been helpful. That's the kind of person I want, and that's what you want your content to work towards. So rather than just showing off knowledge or regurgitating facts, which can sound a little bit too AI, make sure it's useful and targeted towards those you want to speak to. So really, really up your content game because it does pay dividends. Number 4, AI itself. Understand how you can leverage AI in a meaningful way. AI is possibly the best junior copywriter you'll ever have. It's certainly the cheapest one for using ChatGPT or Gemini, Google's own version of ChatGPT. They're really, really powerful. They can write social media posts for you. They can even write articles for you. Just be careful how you use it. You do not want to put content out there that is exclusively AI written. Forget whether it will travel and all that kind of stuff. Is that really what you stand for and what your brand stands for? Make sure you use it as a guide, a starting point. It is much easier to edit an article if you have something to edit. So for many people in the creative process, get AI to structure it, write your titles, write what the structure should look like, and even write some of the paragraphs or even the whole content for you, and then have your own coffee, walk away, come back and edit it. Spend an hour or two making great content, putting your own spin on it, your own phraseology, your own examples, and then release it. By all means, at the end, if you want to use AI again and there's nothing in that article and there shouldn't be that you're not willing to share with the world, because after all it's going out to the world, use it to check your grammar if you must. But do not put pure AI content out there, but use it as a junior copywriter to guide where you're going. There's a reason why I'm here on YouTube talking to you on video. It's powerful. People get to know you, in the consultancy world they're more likely to use you. If doing video is not your thing, do some webinars. Get on that speaking circuit. By all means do webinars. You can release them later as video content, they keep travelling. If you're already doing webinars, keep doing them and just release them in multiple places. They're really, really powerful. Yes, face-to-face events are better, but webinars are cheap. They're affordable. You can live stream them in lots of cases for free. So feel free to get out there, do those webinars, make sure you take a recording and then you can release it again. You get multiple hits for it, you can reach several people with it. You can even, if there's sections in it, chop up those sections and release those to people and say, hey look, I know you're struggling with this, here's the answer to that. Lots of things you can do. So don't be afraid to do those webinars. Number 6, consider investing in some short video marketing. Yes, we have some recording equipment here and we've got a nice microphone, but you don't necessarily need that. If you're just doing short piece of advice, with a good phone, in a quiet room, and a good setup, you can still get your message across. If you're only talking for 30 seconds to a minute, minute and a half, you can do some YouTube shorts, you can post stuff on Instagram, you can get simple messages out there. 1, 2 key points is often what people are looking for. So invest in that short video marketing, get your message out there, don't be afraid to use a different channel, it makes you more personable, it's low cost, easy to do, very few barriers to entry these days. Go out there, explore, have fun. The next and vital thing you must do is talk to people and have a business development discipline, a plan of how you're going to do it and a discipline of doing it regularly. The more meetings, the more contacts you have with people, the better it will get for you. You can do effective business development in just 18 minutes a day. And there's a link up here to a video where I describe just how you do that. If you do that twice a week, so even if you're a lawyer, accountant, engineer, architect, busy management consultant, you can find 2 slots of 15 to 20 minutes in that week where you go out, talk to your clients, arrange those meetings. I'm not actually talking about the meetings themselves, but the discipline of booking those meetings in, of reaching out to people, to making contact with people you haven't heard from in a while, getting yourself back on top of mind. All those good business development and sales disciplines, the more you do it, the better it is. So create a discipline which will form a habit, which will help you always stay top of mind with your clients and those that are relevant to you. Obviously you need to meet with people and that can be expensive, but it doesn't need to be. It doesn't have to be lunch. There seems to be a fascination with having lunch. And yes, you can have coffees, but the setting itself is not important. It's just about having the meetings and what you discuss. So doing the right things, meeting people, even if it's their site, you don't have to spend a great deal of money, you do have to invest the time. So have as many meetings as you have, focus on the value you're going to provide in the meeting. The value shouldn't be a lunch or a dinner. The value should be in the conversation you have and how you're helping that client or person along. And there we are, we're at number 9 now. The last tip for you. And it's really, really powerful and it's really, really simple and it's often overlooked. Most of you will get your business from referrals, but most of you leave your referrals to chance. You need to find a way to actively ask for referrals. However you're going to do that. I'm sure we've had a great time working together. You said you've enjoyed it. Is there anyone else I should be speaking to, either within your company or within your network? Great way of asking. Or is there anyone you'd like me to refer to you? Chances are, if you ask that question, they'll come back and say, not sure, but how about I refer you to someone, and then you can help find a way and they'll help you get that referral. So do not leave referrals to chance. Find a way to actively ask for referrals. That's your superpower. It's super cheap, it's within your network now, and it will help you grow your business. And there it is in a nutshell. Business development and marketing for professional services firms and anyone in the B2B world doesn't need to be expensive. You can do it with just a lot of effort, a lot of time, and putting the hard yards in. But it doesn't have to take that much time a week. You just need to create a regular discipline, as we discussed. So the more effort and time you put in, the more you'll get back. But making it a regular discipline means you don't have to do it in big chunks, absorbing lots of times. Little and often is the key. So there it is. We've just proved that BD marketing doesn't have to be expensive. And this is a living example of it. This is free. We provide lots of resources like this here on our YouTube channel. So remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our great material. And remember, invest the time, keep going, and your BD and marketing will see you have liftoff.